Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Courtney Ray. I am in a different setting. It's 5 o'clock and I am on my way home. However, I just want to touch bases with you guys and let y'all know that I tried to upload videos for, I think it was Married to Medicine. Y'all, it has really been a struggle, but we ain't even gonna go into that. I'm just jump right into the review for Housewives of Atlanta last night episode. If you're new to my channel, go ahead and click the subscribe button for your girl. Yeah, so let's go ahead and jump right into it. Last night episode, it opened up with Portia inviting Kim over to help cook. You know, Portia's practicing being a vegetarian or a vegan, and she invited Kim over. Croy drops her off, which I don't understand why Croy drops her off every doggone time she films, but she just want to be able to exit whenever she stir the pot. That's how that goes. So when Kim arrived to Portia's house, of course the first thing they talk about is Houston, and Portia go ahead and lets her know, how, it was very nice to come together and give back to the people of Houston. However, Kenya stormed out after Shamia, asked her or confronted her about how she was treated. And I don't know why Portia continues to give Kim any information about Kenya, because clearly every time Kim is around, that's all she wants to talk about is Kenya, Kenya, Kenya. Now, I'm not a fan of Kenya, but I'm not a fan of Kim either. But I'm just tired of Kim talking about Kenya. Like, find somebody else to talk about. Next, the next scene was Candy getting ready for her Essence cover release party. Don Juan and Camry, of course, I said Camry, that's what Portia called her last night. Don Juan and Cameron, of course, getting logistics together, trying to figure out how they were going to do certain things, and then it got to invitations. And I think Don Juan asked if she invited Portia, and she was like, yeah, why not? Go ahead and invite her. And Don Juan was like, girl, she don't care nothing for you. Why are you, inviting this girl? And Candy was just like, well, I just want to see her, get her to come here so she can know what winning looks like. And I'm just like, Candy, now you my girl. I really do like you, and I really do not like the way, Portia went back and told those lies. Whether she knew they were lies or not, she went back and spreaded those lies and all this type of stuff like that about you. But you don't have to shade the girl like that, Don't invite her so she can see what it looked like to win. I think she know what winning looks like. Like, I mean, that's not saying like she know what winning looks like, because Portia has been winning, which she has. But, I mean, if you watch the episode, you see how that turned out. So Don Juan was like, all right, if you want me to, I guess I'll invite her, and all the type of stuff like that. Next scene goes to Cynthia getting ready for Will coming up before they date. And I thought it was real cute for their little date or whatever, for them to make sushi. But also while making sushi, Cynthia wanted to talk about, the whole dating thing. Like, not really are we exclusive, but, I want to know, are you seeing someone else? Should we date other people? And Will basically told her, like, yeah, I think we should date other people, like, that's not a problem. Well, did he say that? Because when they got outside, Cynthia told him that she was on a dating app, and he was like, oh no, I don't like that. Because Will, I think, is like, he said he's like 42, so he said he's looking to build a family and be successful in that. And Cynthia's just like, no, like, you kind of messed things up, because I like you, but I wanted a year of just doing me, not doing anything, me dating multiple men. So hopefully Cynthia is doing her, which she probably is. And I feel like when you have been married for so long, if you have years and you've been in a relationship, it's okay to do you. It's okay to date other people, and just kind of weigh your options and see what's out there. Last night we were also introduced to Eva. Eva was introduced, or we were introduced to her through Nene. And they met up for lunch and, you know, talked about Marley, Eva's baby, and, you know, Eva's man is in Atlanta running for mayor. I think his name is Michael Sterling. So they talked about that. And Nene was like, you know, this is a good place for you. You know, come on over. Like, this is where you need to be. And she was like, well, girl, I need some friends. And Nene like, well, I'm your friend. But eventually, oh, God, why do people run out of gas right here? This is just, and 5 o'clock, y'all. I'm on my way home. But anyway, yeah. So they end up talking and all that type of stuff like that. So it's good to see Eva on reality TV. I really like Eva. I've been watching Eva since America's Next Top Model, and I think she brings a lot of feistiness to Real Housewives of Atlanta. Like, we have a lot already, but I like Eva. Eva brings something else, something that all the other girls are not bringing, and I feel like she can get a couple of the girls together, if you know what I'm saying. Now, why would you go in behind them like that? Now, people see this man's car is being pushed. Oh, they're going to help. Okay, they're going to help. That's what they're doing. Okay, Good Samaritan. Oh, this other person's coming to help too. This is really nice. Okay, back to this review. So, okay, we talked about Eva. Then what was next? I feel like something else happened before. Dang, this is why I need to take my note. Y'all, I'm doing this impromptu review. Anyway, let's just get to the main event, because I can't even think about what happened before that. Let's get to Candy's Essence cover release party. So let's see, Portia and Shamia were basically the first ones to show up. Now, I don't understand how you invite someone to come to your party and your host and hostess kind of ignores them or it's not cordial enough to speak. Like, I just don't understand that. Portia and Shamia walk in. Of course, they greeted Portia. Hey, Portia, how you doing? All that type of stuff like that. But when they got to Shamia, it was, hey, Shamia, how you doing? You know, all this type of stuff like that. But even Don Juan said Shamia was phony because even Don Juan said Shamia was phony because she tried to walk off like she didn't see him. But I don't really think that was the case. But when it came down to Portia, like, they didn't say anything to the girl. It's just like, what y'all invite me here for? Like, I really feel like that's petty. But anyway, who else show up? Cynthia shows up with Will. Will was her date, of course. And, Portia meets Will, or they talk and all that type of stuff like that. And then Cynthia and Will end up having a conversation, and it was one of those things like, Cynthia asked him how long had he been single, and he said 2.5 years. She's like, boom, okay, alrighty, well, we gonna see how this work out, pretty much. So then basically all the other girls arrive. Nene and Eva arrive, but before they arrive, Eva is just like, Cynthia, well, not Cynthia, Nene's saying, or Eva asked, who's gonna be there? And Nene's like, well, all the girls is gonna be there, blase, blase. And she said Cynthia is bringing Will. And Eva was like, Will? Doesn't he have a girlfriend? And Nene said, what type of girlfriend? Like a girlfriend? She said, yeah, I met him and her maybe a couple of weeks before the blogs came out with Cynthia and Will dating. And Nene was like, well, this is the first time hearing about this. If this is true, this is not right, and all that type of stuff like that. So they get to the event, and really didn't say much about it then, because like I said, they just got there. But he did end up speaking to Eva. Will did anyway. So before getting to what really went down, they do the make some remarks, and the first person that makes the remarks is Todd. And Todd goes to say, you know, I really want to commend my wife for being the person that she is. You know, I see a lot of people in the room. I see Portia and Kim, like, you know, it's really good to see how my wife is, and you can really see how my wife is, because even when people try to put her down or take her places where she didn't need it to be, she can still be around them. And I'm looking like, all right, Todd, now it's one thing for a woman to shade other females, but you a grown ass man up here on stage being petty. Like, that's ridiculous. And what does Candy do? Come right behind him and be petty by making slick remarks. Like, I just want to thank y'all for being here. It really means so much to me, your support and all that type of stuff like that. And, you know, for the ones who took me to places where, you know, I didn't need to be, you just elevated me even higher. And Portia was just like, my God, like, seriously, that's what we're gonna do? And then Kim was just like, you know, I don't even know what's going on. You know, Todd's talking about me. I don't even know him like that. I have known Candy longer than he has. I'm just here to support. And I'm like, don't invite me to your event and then call me out and throw shade. Like, that's whack as hell. That's whack. That's whack. And I really feel like Portia needs to go ahead and nip it on in the bud. Like, don't invite me nowhere else if you're gonna talk junk. Like, if you feel like you gotta talk junk or gotta throw shade, don't invite me nowhere else. If I'm just gonna see you in a group setting, it is what it is, and keep it pushing. Like, all that fake stuff, I don't even know why Candy invited her last night, to be honest with you. I think she did it to, you know, throw shade. So after all that happened, Eva, or Nene and Eva bring up the whole situation with Will possibly having a girlfriend and all that type of stuff like that to Kenya, Carmen, Candy. They were all standing there talking, and Kenya texted among herself like, you know what, I need to go tell Cynthia. Now, I don't think that was Cynthia's or Kenya's bone to carry. I felt like, for one, you got this information from Eva, who came with Nene. So basically, that's Nene's story to tell. And it's just like, Kenya, just please, that's another thing, her being extra. Why don't you let Nene tell it? So she proceeds to walk outside and like, I need to go tell my girl Cynthia what's going on. And Nene was like, no, I need to go out here with Kenya, because she's probably going to tell the story wrong, which only makes sense. So they go out, they tell Cynthia, and she, you know, Cynthia's like, what? I can't believe this. What's going on? So what they do is they go and they basically pull Will to the side, like, you know, or Kenya pulls Will to the side, and it's just like, you know, what's going on, blase blase. But Will wants to straighten it up with everybody. So then he calls over Eva. Eva's like, well, this is quite messy. Eva came in ready to go, okay? Eva know what she doing with this reality TV stuff, because she came ready to, like, yeah, we about to get some ratings right quick. But anyway, Will was being questioned by Eva, like, you didn't have a girlfriend, you know, was that not your girl? Did you not say that she was close to your daughter and all that type of stuff like that? And it was one of those things where Will was kind of scrambling, kind of like, oh snap, I'm caught type of thing, because that's how I caught it, because he was telling lies all around. He lied to Cynthia about how long he been not married, but how long he been single, or lied to either Kenya or Eva. Either way, it was lies going on. Next thing I know, Eva said, well, this is what we're not gonna do. And baby girl reached in her purse and pulled out her phone with some receipts. And it's just like, no, you're not gonna make me out to be no liar and all this type of stuff like that. So at this point, Will gets mad. He's like, you know what, you know, I'm done. You know, I need a drink. That's what he said. Greg was like, yeah, we can go to the bar, we can go get a drink, we can go do this, we can go do that. And it was one of them things like, ooh, Will, is you caught up? Like, what's going on? So at this point, Cynthia looks hurt. I felt so bad for Cynthia because you can tell she was caught off guard with everything going on. And they had just had a conversation about, you know, dating, we're seeing other people. And Cynthia told, you know, Will before he kind of left or whatever, like, that was the whole reason why, you know, we had this conversation. I don't want to date you if you have a girlfriend, which makes sense. I'm not about to date you if you have a girlfriend, and I don't want to look like no fool. That's basically what Cynthia told him, which makes sense. I don't want to look like no fool out here. But you could tell Cynthia was, her feelings was hurt. Honey, she even came up out of her shoes. That's how hurt she was. She came out of her shoes. And everybody was like, you okay? And she was like, yeah, I'm okay. You know, I'm really receiving everything that you guys are telling me, you know. But at the end of the day, like, I'm still seeing him, like, I'm dating him. And of course, you would want to hear from the horse's mouth, no one else. So, I don't know if someone asked, well, is there anything else or something like that? And Portia was just like, well, since you asked, and then it went out to like a to be continued. And it's just like, dang, it's more tea. What's going on, Will? I really like him and Cynthia together. I don't know if they're still together today, but they look good together. Like, I really do like them together. Cynthia likes him. It's obvious. And I think Will is feeling Cynthia too. So hopefully they can get it together. Next week episode, Mama Joyce. Well, this last night, Mama Joyce pulled Portia to the side, like, I want to speak to you when you get a chance. So they're gonna meet up. Cynthia starts crying next week. It's just a mess. Now, I feel like they could have told Cynthia all this information in a different setting because it was Candy's party, but you know how that go. You know that's when stuff get rowdy and turned up, is at other people's events. So last night was a good episode. It was really, really good. So yeah, that's my review. I'm excited for next week because it's going to be a to be continued, and I don't even know if it's gonna come on because the Super Bowl comes on Sunday, but we're gonna see. However, I'm glad I can just get this video up, y'all. I'm so sorry about the delay, and like Loving Hip Hop Miami, it's a lot. But I'm trying to get these videos uploaded for y'all so y'all can have them. Like I say, if you are new to my channel, please go ahead and click the subscribe button. I would love for you guys to subscribe to my channel, and also click the bell so you can know when I post another video. Okay, well, y'all, I'm home. I gotta figure out what I'm eating for dinner because your girl is hungry. I'll talk to you later. Deuces.